2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and Rich, we are here at Paradise, beautiful Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach, one of the most iconic golf courses in the United States of America. I think it's on everybody's bucket list who's ever played the game. The greats have won here: Jack Nicklaus, Tom Watson, Tiger Woods. It's just one of these golf courses you almost have to see to believe. The holes along the ocean, starting with, I'm going to say, the fourth hole, and then you go to the fifth. But once you make your way up to the sixth, after your second or third shots, from there, the golf course is just a dream. Scenic everywhere. You just love to be at Pebble Beach. I don't care what kind of mood you're in before you get there, but when you walk off the 18th green every single time off of Pebble Beach, you're happy, but you also might be a little sad knowing that you just are leaving one of the most beautiful spots on the earth. Love Pebble Beach.
Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Oh, you know you want to.
Was on a good line. This is a par putt. Nice line. Just couldn't quite get it to drop. Sitting at 1 over for the day. And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Opting for the 5-wood.
That's definitely left of the green.
Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play. Getting ready to play their third. This would be a great up and down. Very crafty, that shot.
Such soft hands.
He has this putt to save his par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at +1 for the day. Here we are at the third. You liked that, didn't you? Here's Ricky Fowler from earlier.
I gotta say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
Well, there's a scorecard saver, Rich. That's perfection. And back to the course with the live action. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That might be one club too many. Not bad. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, what a shame it didn't drop, but that looked good the whole way. Okay, let's head to the next. Currently at +1 for the tournament. Reg, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth is a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Just off the fairway in the first cut.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Just 10 feet to the cup here. Ouch, that hurts. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The fifth hole, Rich, the first of the par threes. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
That's not the shot they're after. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Ooh, that almost went down. 11 feet to the cup. Looking really good, this one. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it.
That is a huge sigh of relief there. Luke finally gets one to go.
Now 5 strokes behind. The sixth hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods? Time now for the fourth shot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Oh, it's in the hole. And for birdie. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. it just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And, everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 9th.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Okay, time to return to the action. Trying to get to even par with this putt.
Little birdie looking here.
I think he's pulled this one. A par putt awaits. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher two-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway, no driver needed, but the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie. This putt about 11 feet in distance. Never mind. Go and tap it in. And that should secure the par on this one. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods from about 200 yards out.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
That's not going to find the fairway. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Sitting at +1. Choosing the 9-iron here. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
A little too cautious on that effort there, Luke.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. And as we continue alongside the beach, the coastline here, it is a spectacular scene, the 10th, isn't it?
It certainly is. I don't know if I love any hole more at Pebble Beach than this one right here. You want to aim down the left-hand side, but avoid those big bunkers. And from there, you want to try and land it short of the green and bounce it on. Anything landing on the green, though, could go shooting over the green and into a nasty spot.
Going with the 8-iron here. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. This putt is about 19 feet in distance.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, so close. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for bogey. And the putt drops, but that's back-to-back bogeys now.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
And with that effort, now 3 over for the day. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Ah, absolutely flushed. I tell you what, there's been some great golf being played all over the course. Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's the shot. Go ahead and make one. Don't worry about getting it up and down. And back to the play, shall we? Time for the second shot at the 11th. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. And he's down there. You got to read.
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one, not gonna lie, it's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
Is that what they had in mind?
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets...
Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker. Okay, let's get back to the action. Time for the second shot at the 12th. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
That's frustrating. This is a bogey putt coming up, sitting at 3 over for the event. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
That's some good golf right there. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Nine feet to the cup. Okay, steady now. Putting for a par now. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
Attaboy, good shot. That's tidy. Let's take a look back at this just moments ago. Let's recap his 4th shot.
Yes!
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Well, that's a handy shot. A 7-footer right here. Oh, just missed. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. And now we head to the 17th, and this happened just a moment ago.
He's a sharp shooter from short range, isn't he?
Well, that's high quality. I'm sure they're aiming for it, but for it to go in, that's awesome. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the first cut.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Sitting at 4 over for the event. Reach the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here. Oh, you see that one bouncing around the branches like a pinball machine?
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Getting ready to play their third. And here we are with their fourth. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Just need to pull the putter back a little bit further, I think.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite figure it out this time.
And that brings to an end that hole. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of two greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Let's take another look at Tiger from earlier. Always lovely to see a long-range bomb made. Let's recap it. Nicely holed. What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Just didn't drop. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. That's tracking. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole. This one is heading towards the nasty stuff.
I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagined in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. Just this putt remaining for a round of 77. Well, that's a bit disappointing. A par putt on the table. Ooh. And this one will be for bogey. And that's how he signs off on this event. Well, Rich, I think it's fair to say that this player struggled with their game this week.
Tough tournament all around for this player. Better days ahead for them, I'm sure.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Kuyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man. A young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. This putt is about 16 feet. Top effort, that. Par putt coming up here. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right, so a good accurate approach required. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
And from around 135 yards.
A tidy looking shot, that one. Left yourself an opportunity. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Well, that was a beauty. That had eyes for the whole way.
Before this putt was hit, they looked their playing partner in the eye and gave a signal. That was mean, but fair.
Yeah, it was a narrow miss. Okay, so that finishes that hole. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Rich, I know it feels like we say this each week, but I just love being here in Phoenix. If there is one event on the tour that just seems to elevate itself beyond all the others because of all the people that come here to enjoy it, it's this one.
It is certainly a different event than all the others. Now, there's other tournaments that are trying to replicate what they do here in Phoenix, but none of them are successful with it. When you have as many as 650,000 people coming through the gates during the week, you know you're in for a different, unique opportunity here on the PGA Tour. And to play in front of all those folks, even though you know most of them aren't really watching you play golf, they're kind of looking around the crowds and being entertained by everybody else. Still, to have all those people just seemingly right on top of you, it gets to be a little nerve-wracking for some of these players.
It's just about 3 feet away. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Quality shot, that one. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
Yes! Hold it!
Oh, what a hole out. I'd love to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. This is just what they do.
This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. Ouch, that hurts. An opportunity to make their par. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Oh, well played. This one from about 160 yards out. 5 shots off the pace. And choosing the 8-iron here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That was a gallant attempt. And that should secure the par on this one. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. Again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. even for the day. Well, this one's going right at the flag. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Here's Will Zalatoris. Super shot that.
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. Never up, never in, as they say, Rich.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
Now 4 back after that hole. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Always a tough shot to get out of.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
Well, that was a good strike. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
That takes great skill. Lovely shot out of the sand. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Lovely touch. Well played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. Oh, good shot, that. Right inside the range.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Was on a good line. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Rich, how are we looking after 9?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we've been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn. It'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Nicely done.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Just needs this one to kick right. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. That's frustrating. And this one is for his par. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Great shot. Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him in the 3rd round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with him, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
And this putt to draw even with Will Zalatoris.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Ooh, you like me and thought that had a chance? Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently in 5th place.
Oh, so close. That'll sting a bit. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently in the lead as we head to the next tee. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green, or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. A bit long on that one. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Beautiful shot. And that will take him to 2 under. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh, well holed.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Let's take a look at the current standings. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. And down it goes. Trailing by 4 strokes. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Let's take a look at Will Zalatoris. Great shot. Holes out for a birdie. I will take that. Also into the top 5 now. Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. That's nicely done. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Ooh, right by the hole. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Looks good.
And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Within their comfort zone there.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
This putt is for a spot inside the top 10. Oh, just missed. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. He's currently tied for 15th. This dramatic finish at TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you gotta miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green in 1, and you never know, you could make it 2.
Good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Okay, steady now. Well hold. Let's move on. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently in 4th place.
That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water has it down the left-hand side, and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron.
This one is chewing fiber.
Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. And this putt for a final score of 68. The round now in the books. Good luck next time. Top 10, Rich, not to be sneezed at.
No, top 10s are always good. Top 10s are always good, Luke. It gives you some confidence going into the next tournament.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, oh, maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. Wonderfully played. Time for the second shot into the first. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
A birdie putt awaits. Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for 6th.
Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
This hole here is a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. From about 100 yards. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, that one's looking good. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Putting for birdie. Oh, that's a nice line. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Is currently tied for third. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. It looked like it came out of a cannon. Playing this shot from about 180 yards.
Just 2 shots behind.
Opting for the 5-iron.
That dog will hunt.
And this putt to move into a tie for first.
Just didn't drop. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
He's got this for his par.
Well done. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
Oh, don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. The 5th hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Not a bad play, that one.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Second shot here on the 5th. Yes!
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
It was on a good line. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
Yep, tracking nicely.
He's currently tied for fourth. Oh, looking to make a statement here. Going with driver off the tee. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for fourth place.
Pretty good shot there.
And here we are with the third shot.
Currently a shot off the lead.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
And now this player sits in second behind the leader, Lydia Ko.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? There have been a lot of players that have come out and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest, men or women, to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
Lydia Ko is currently sitting in the lead as we check the rest of the standings. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
Going with the hybrid. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Coming up from the bunker.
And there it goes from the sand.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. He's currently in a share of top spot. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Well struck. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches.
The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching this steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
Oh my God, Rich. I don't even know who this player is. Look at this performance.
Kind of coming out of nowhere, but that's what makes this game so great, isn't it? Everybody loves a Cinderella story.
Ooh, almost went in.
Yes, fantastic stuff. Got to say, well done. Birdie, guaranteed. Thank you.
I like their courage to be able to get that to go down and save the hole.
Yeah, in the bunker, off the tee. Great recovery.
He's currently tied for first. On the tee of a par 3. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That was wonderfully done. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
No, they tried to fade that one in there, but got a little steep on it.
Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Getting ready to play their third.
He's currently tied for the lead.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Ooh. Putting for par.
Looking good so far.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Terrific shot. Almost an eagle. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
Sitting at 7 under par for the day. Currently tied for top spot. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
An important par save.
And there it is. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. We've arrived at a par 4. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Time for the second shot at the 14th. Terrific shot, and a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
And here we are with the third shot.
Currently tied for the lead.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. Handy effort, that one. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
That's a well-played chip shot there.
Great touch.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
Currently at 7 under for the day. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This one's going to the right.
Oh, that's a great approach shot.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
That's brilliant out of the sand. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wonderful shot.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And from the greenside rough here.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Judging it beautifully.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Getting ready to play their third.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
How close was that to going down? Let's see if you can make this. Keep the par on the card.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Leading by a shot after that hole. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Taking aim from around 240 yards out here. Going with the 5-wood. That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament? And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. This one's looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
And Rich, if this isn't a Cinderella story, I don't know what is.
This is what dreams are made of. You have to dream about a situation like this because there's no other explanation for it. Seemingly out of nowhere, holding off all the contenders, getting the job done. Excellent stuff.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.